DK vibes on the beat. Vibes.
Welcome back to Authentic Alphas. You already know who I am. We're going to find out who this beautiful young lady is. What's your name?
My name is Melissa.
Melissa, how old are you? Where are you from? And what's your relationship status?
So I'm 19 years old and I was born here, but my family is Colombian and I am taken.
Another Colombiana. I know you guys like that a lot, and I can't disagree. So what part of Colombia is your family from?
So my mom's side is from Medellin, Medallo, and my dad's side is from Cali.
Okay, how many times have you been to Colombia?
I've only actually been to Medellin and I've been like, I want to say like 5 times.
Okay. I'm just making sure I don't have you beat on your own country.
No.
Okay, so I heard you were a model.
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been modeling and how long have you been with this boyfriend?
So I actually started modeling when I was like, I want to say 11 years old. And I started off in like malls and I would just like walk runway and then occasional shoots, and then I stopped for like 5 years and I recently picked it up again back in October, and yeah, and I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years.
Okay, so you got with this boyfriend at 17 and he's how old?
He's 19.
So here's another beautiful young lady who is dating guys at her same age. So
He's a few months younger than me, actually.
so I don't have a girl detector, but somehow I'm finding them. So I don't want to hear any excuses, guys. There are girls that are dating their own age. I don't recommend it. I think it's silly, but she's obviously happy, and you've been happy for 2 years.
Yes.
So you might be lucky enough to find a girl silly enough to date a guy her age.
But I don't know about all that.
Okay. So no. So that's intentional. I want you to defend it. So what made you decide to date this guy, and what is he doing to keep you happy?
So I'm a singer also, and he's into music, so we kind of just started making music together. He's a recording engineer and a producer, and so I started making music with him, and then it kind of just happened.
Okay, so did he just decide to shoot his shot after
I shot my shot.
you? Okay, and let me do my job. I'm interviewing, guys. Let me do my job. Okay, so tell us about this. What were you what attracted you to this guy? What are the qualities, and what made you say you're gonna go against the grain and shoot your shot, because most women don't?
So he was pretty much like the only boy in like school that was very goal oriented, and like I've never seen somebody who's more confident that they're gonna like get to where they want to be than him. And he's self-taught everything, and he's made it like this far. Like now he's working in House of Hits in Miami, so that's good. I admire that, somebody who can get shit done on their own and is like focused and goal oriented.
Okay, so let's back it up, and then we're gonna go forward again. So the parents are and always have been married.
Yes. No, they're divorced.
What age were you when your parents got divorced?
My parents? I think I was probably in my freshman year of high school, so I want to say like 15.
And how's the relationship with the father?
Not good.
Not good.
Well, okay, it's better now. It's good now.
Better now?
It's good
Okay.
now.
So, is there a stepfather or something going on?
My mom has a boyfriend, but I rarely stay at home. I basically live with my boyfriend.
All right. So, women like confidence. They like perseverance. They like ambition, focus, and you actually even use the word admire. So these are things that I know because I'm twice your age. I didn't know these things at 19. So the question is, what's going on in your upbringing why you understand what are the qualities to value in a man?
That's a good question. I actually don't know. I feel like just from like the past, I guess, and
You're only 19. What past?
You're right. All right.
I have Nikes older than you.
It's also because like I also want to get to a certain point, and it's kind of like within the same, like the arts basically,
Right.
in the industry. And since like I met somebody that was on the same like vibe, it kind of like we just clicked.
Okay, so you're sharing interest, you're sharing a vibe, and obviously you have somewhat similar goals, but it sounds to me like this guy possessed some qualities that you value because you don't necessarily have them, or not to the extent that he has them. He has the confidence to do this shit on his own. If he doesn't know, he's gonna learn. He's gonna figure out how to teach himself to do what he does. And I can relate to that. Like, as you can see, that's all my artwork there. Nobody taught me how to paint. I didn't go to school or anything like that. I just decided that I wanted to be an artist. I didn't know how, but I literally taught myself. And I seeked the knowledge and the information. I watched tons of tutorials. I read up on stuff. I saw what other artists were doing and learned what the materials do, what the difference is, the chemicals, all this type of shit. And I had to do the same with bodybuilding. I had to do the same with any job I ever had. So is it maybe that you saw some things that you didn't necessarily have that he had, and you were like, you know what? I can follow. This guy can lead.
For sure. It's also like another reason like why I started liking him was because since we were working together before we were even like talking or dating or anything, he was like the only person like motivating me to like, come on, make this song, or like finish the song, let's work on this, let's do this. So like seeing somebody like also like wanted, to help me and like saw me for like what I like, the potential that I had, that was kind of like,
And wasn't trying to smash.
yeah, not at all.
So he was more interested in your talent than anything.
Yeah. Well, talent, and like we were friends. We all have like the same friends, so we were always around.
Okay, so then there's obviously a layer of safety. You felt safe also with this guy.
Yes.
She's giving you all the ingredients. There's all the ingredients, guys.
Yeah. Always be friends first.
I don't know about that part. I don't know about always being friends first. But you have to, the woman has to at least feel comfortable. She has to feel comfortable.
Definitely, especially nowadays. Yeah.
Well, hold on. You got to talk to the mic.
Especially nowadays, yes. You have to feel comfortable.
Well, always. Since the beginning of time, the woman needs to feel comfortable with the guy and confident that he has a plan.
Yes.
Okay. I think a lot of times women don't necessarily have a plan, and if they do, then that plan probably doesn't include a guy to begin with, which means she's focused on something completely different. But a lot of women, they are very uncomfortable with a guy that doesn't have a plan. You know what I mean? Because it's unsettling. If this guy doesn't have a plan, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, then I'm with him and he doesn't know what he's doing, so then I don't know what I'm doing because he's not giving any direction.
I don't think of it like that. I think of it more like if I'm dating somebody, it's because I see a future with this person, and if this person is not working towards anything, why should I have somebody that's gonna drag me down instead of go up with me?
Well, you're not going to see a future with him if he doesn't look like he has a future himself.
Exactly.
Right, makes sense. Okay, so what are your views on marriage, and then we'll ask you how you feel about children and family.
So I think I wouldn't get married personally because I feel like it's just a piece of paper, and it's something you do just for like reassurance, and then the cost of like doing a divorce and like that would be more than just not signing the paper and being loyal to each other without like that.
Sound like a dude.
I sound like a dude.
Because that's how we look at it. Like, what the fuck? It's just a piece of paper that actually complicates things, and then it creates more of a risk for the guy. So it's like, why do we need that if we love each other and we're going to be together?
I agree.
I mean, this is a commitment that we're making between each other, between our family, our friends, and of course the Most High. Nowhere in there is the government necessary. So, why are we putting it in there? Basically, now I can see why women would want to put the government in there, because it gives them a power and a type of control that's not natural. It's not applicable to natural law.
It's more just because it's become like a thing now. So like that you get married to show that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with that person. So people are just accustomed to like what has already been done for the past years. So, like,
yeah, usually children is enough of a commitment. If a woman is interested in having children with you, then that right there should mean she's interested in staying with, not only staying with you, but that she's confident and comfortable to be vulnerable in relying on you. So now the modern woman has confused being able to have her own job and generate money with relying on a man. Like, there are so many other things that you would also rely on a man for, especially when you're raising children together. But the idea of, I can afford it money-wise, so now I don't need this guy all of a sudden. Like, whoa. Do you need your friends for money? Do you need your family for money? Exactly. So what makes you think you only need a man for money?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. Like, it's more like just having, like, I guess a partner and somebody like who understands you and like is on the same wavelength as you, and it's about, kind of like just coming together and going up.
Well, I definitely like where your head is at, and it's unfortunate that that's unique. That would be considered unique. I know many guys would agree with me that a woman with this mindset, especially a beautiful woman with this mindset, and then a young beautiful woman with this mindset, it's very hard to come by these days. It's rare. But I think that what we can take from this conversation is that as a man or as a young man, you should be focused on yourself primarily. That doesn't mean in a selfish way. That means you're trying to build yourself to be the best version of you. And if that's your main focus, you're at least eligible to be noticed by a quality young woman, right? Because I'm sure that this guy knows that you're valuable. He knows that his best bet is to hold on to you. But the thing is, if he wasn't doing what he needed to be doing, not only would he not attract you in the first place, but he wouldn't be able to keep you.
It just wouldn't be him. Like, that's like his personality. It wouldn't be the same person. But yeah, he wouldn't be able to keep me.
So she's identifying ambition, confidence, talent, and focus as character traits. It sounds good to me. Build it into your character. You know what I mean? Because when you're dealing with other men, those are the qualities that you should be looking for in the guys that you associate with and the guys that you spend your time with. Because if you're spending your time with guys that are ambitious, they're focused, you know what I'm saying, they're persistent, then you have no choice but to keep up, because those aren't the guys that are going to want to bullshit and waste time, play fucking video games. Those are the guys that are going to want to be chasing their dreams, and by extension of that, supporting and motivating each other, right? And that's when the girls like this come around. And then also they might shoot their shot and hit on you because he was too focused on his work.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Oh my God. So you don't got to worry about him cheating or anything like that, because you already know this guy is too focused on his shit.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Well, I like it. Once again, give him your name and your Instagram. You guys know I don't solicit or promote other people's Instagrams, but she's got a man. You know that she's modeling. She's doing her music thing. So if you want to give her a follow, go over there. I'll let her give it to you.
It's at localgemini, LOCAL Gemini on Instagram.
Okay. Now, where do they hear your music at? Where can they hear some of that? Are you on SoundCloud or anything?
So my artist name is Gems. If you search up Gems on YouTube, SoundCloud, Pandora, Spotify, you can find me. But I haven't really released any music as of lately, so I'll keep you updated on that.
Okay. Also, as far as edited editorial work or published work, where can they see your images? Any runway that you've done? Any magazine covers or anything?
So everything's on my Instagram, and I'm actually gonna post a link tree soon, so you guys can see all my runway and editorial shoots and all that.
Okay, sounds good to me. There goes another one. Hope you learned something. We're out of here. Keep it authentic. Peace.